Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the TNC Sports Betting Podcast. We're back. This is Week 4 NFL. Get ready. Let's welcome in our guest picker, Rich Rappa.
How you
Yes,
doing, everybody?
sir.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Rich.
Love that. Love that.
Been
So
excited.
we'll start again with the recap, and then we'll get into it for this week. So your boy went 2-2, had my units in the wrong spot. Texans plus 10, outright winner, no sweat there. Browns -3, again, no sweat there. And I'm going to come back to that in 1 second when I get to Christian's picks. You'll see why if you watched last week's podcast. Raiders -2.5 for me. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jesus Christ.
I said Steelers. Did I not say Steelers?
You did like the Steelers, and if you saw the line movement, it looked like the Raiders were the play there.
It
But hey,
was a good bet.
anyways, and then I'm going to just say I'm just going to say this, and we're going to move on. There's nothing to really say about this.
Wait.
Broncos +7.
Quick statement and we're done.
I was wrong. I don't know what to say, but it was. I mean,
The pros were on it.
Should have bought the line to 50.
The pros were on
yeah.
it.
Anyways, we'll move on from that one. Colm had Broncos +7 as well. I will note that. So he's over here talking shit, but he also had it.
It was a good pick, I thought.
It was. I mean, it was the play. It was the play. Obviously not though. Rams Bengals over 43.5. That was an X for him as well.
Terrible.
And then Chargers money line. He hit that one by the grace of God because the coach Staley for the Chargers. I mean, what are we doing there?
I should have won a bet last week, guys. Is what he's trying to say. But
so Chargers money line. He hit that, and then this is what I was talking about. We'll circle Titans +3.5. I told him all week, terrible pick. Don't do it. Browns are the play. And what was the score, Christian? 27.
I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm just going to go. My turn, bitch.
Hold on. So I went 2-2, lost some units. Like I said, we had the units in the wrong spots. Broncos +7 really killed us. Colm went 1-3. So let's go on to this week.
Hang on. Let me give you my 2 cents. One thing is, first of all, follow the Twitter. If you want to follow the units, if you want to get my live picks, you can ask Troy. I'm a player prop guy. I'm a live pick guy. So if you're wanting the live picks, if you follow in the Twitter, you're making mad money if you're following our Twitter because our live picks are almost undefeated this year. Our live player props.
And I'll say one more thing, and we'll get into this week. We actually went 6-4 as a team this week, but we lost 1.17 units because, like I said, the Broncos really killed us because I had a lock there. That was a max for me. He lost a unit. His lock also missed. So units were in the wrong spot. We had a winning record, but it's sports betting. We're plus 4.14 units on the season, though. So we're still making some money, baby. So let's move to the next week.
Let's get into it.
Here we go.
All right, boys. We got Detroit, Green Bay. We got Detroit -1.5 with an over/under of 46. I know me and Rich both have a pick in this one, so I'm gonna let Troy take away on this one, and then me and Rich will kind of give our 2 cents.
So here's my thing with this one. I would lean the Packers here. You have to take the Packers they're at home and they're not favored. They're an underdog at home. You take the fucking Packers no matter what. I don't really care what they're going to say about this. I'm leaning Packers. I'm not taking this game because the Lions scare me a little bit. But anyways, I'll let y'all go and take this.
Go ahead, Rich. What you got on this one, buddy?
I mean, I think me and you are both on this, Christian. It's the Lions -1.5. I mean, it's the obvious play. I think Green Bay's getting a lot of points because they are at home. I think Lions are the second least in sacks allowed, and the Packers cannot touch the quarterback. They're like 27th. Right. So we're talking Jared Goff sitting back in the pocket all day, and if he gets hot, I mean, this one could be over early.
Yeah, so it's I'm just gonna reiterate kind of what Rich said here. I got Lions -1.5. Also, don't forget we're gonna recap all of Rich's picks at the end of the podcast. You guys will see all his picks, his record at the end. But I'm gonna be all over Lions -1.5. A little stat here for you guys. Green Bay is a great running team. It opens up their pass. They're a big play action team. Lions last week, we saw what they did to the Falcons. They're probably the top 3 run team in the NFL right now. Just stuffed them up. They couldn't move the ball down the field. Jordan Love is better than Desmond Ridder. That is true. But Aiden Hutchinson gets to the quarterback in this game. Offensive line is super hurt. They scraped away last week barely at home. So I think they drop one at home here. Honestly, I think the Lions I think this could get ugly. But there's no way that the Lions, I think, could lose this game. But hey, next week we might come back in and be talking something different. We might be like, damn, we need to start listening to Troy. But
I mean, another stat on Jordan Love is they're at 50. He's at 53% completion. So I mean, the dude's not a proven quarterback by any means.
I'm gonna be betting against Jordan Love till he proves himself, like I said earlier. Exactly. But next game we got Atlanta Jacksonville. I actually got 2 picks in this game. I'm gonna let Troy and Rich take away on this one, and then I'll hop into my pick.
Yeah, I don't like this game at all, so I'm just gonna be really quick about it. Jags -3. Their offense has kind of been stagnant the last couple weeks. Peterson is now calling the plays apparently, so hopefully that helps them. But I mean, it's just one of those games where I just don't know. Like, there's too many variables that are unknown for me, so I'm going to be passing this one. I don't even lean anyway. It's one of those. It's 9:30 in the morning. Not watching that.
I
mean, if I'm up. We'll see.
I'll be getting ready to get the Bojangles.
You know what? Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Oh, it's Sunday. Fuck. Anyways, nothing for me on this one. What you got, Rich?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't got really anything. I mean, the Jags have looked so pedestrian when they were supposed to be Super Bowl contenders this year. I don't know. And then the Falcons, God knows what you're going to get from them. I mean,
yeah,
that
is true. All right, so I got 2 picks on this game. So my first pick is going to be Jags -3. The reason I have Jags -3 is they had a rough loss last week. Second half, Doug Peterson took over play calling, as Troy kind of referred to. I think Jacksonville is a big get-back game for Jacksonville. Atlanta looked really bad last week. Desmond Ridder looked really bad last week. I think Jacksonville stacks the box in this game. They have a good enough run defense to stuff Atlanta. Their run defense is pretty good, actually. I think it's top 10 in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that they really just plug up fucking the Falcons. And I'm a huge Falcons guy, but also my lock of the week is going to be Calvin Ridley over 5.5 receptions. This is another reason why I'm taking Jags -3. This is a revenge game for Calvin Ridley. We know what we do in revenge games. We hammer player props. And y'all know, like I mentioned earlier, big player prop guy. Over 5.5, I think he hits this possibly in the first drive, maybe the first quarter. But yeah, lock of the week. Y'all can just go ahead and cash that one.
Well, no, Colm, I want to reiterate too. I like how you just said, it's a bounce back for him because he did have 3 drops last week. So expect that.
He's coming into playing the Falcons, man. Like,
I really do like that pick right there. I feel like they're going to get him the ball early, try to get him, maybe a quick touch to get his confidence back up.
Yeah, and you may say, well, AJ Terrell is not going to be manning him up all game. They're going to be playing their zones, and I think he's going to get open. They're going to get him screens early. Same reason we took AJ Brown in the Philly game.
For sure.
For instance, follow our Twitter. Had AJ Brown over 5.5 receptions. Hit that shit.
And we had Joe Mixon over was it 14
and a half carries, and he
blew past that.
Yeah, so
blew past that.
Follow the Twitter. Come on. All right, on to the next game. Let's see here. We got. Also, with the Twitter, I'm going to put it in the bottom of this video, a link to it so you guys can follow. So I know Troy's got a pick on this one, so I'll go ahead and give my 2 cents. We got Rams versus Colts with an Indy -1 with an over-under of 47. I personally hate this game. Rams did just come off a tough loss, which makes me lean Rams, but then I think about the tough loss they just had, and they didn't put up points. Which scares me, but also Colts don't have Aaron Donald, so that's also another thing. But I don't really have anything on this one. If I had to lean anyway, it might be Rams and Matt Stafford rather than Gardner Minshew Colts. But I don't have anything on this one. What you got on this one, Rich?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't know enough about either one of these teams. I mean, the Rams came up week 1, I think, and put up a really good performance, and then week 2 and 3 have been And then the Colts have just been kind of strong all year, but not like nothing groundbreaking or anything I didn't expect from them. So I would stay away from it just for me. But if I had to pick it, I would pick Rams just because the QB and Matt Stafford.
Yeah, exactly. What you got, Troy?
Yeah, well, boys, that's exactly why I'm picking the Rams. Matthew Stafford is the man. He's back in form. I know he kind of struggled a little bit last week, but if you watch the game, they drove down the field a lot, just couldn't convert touchdowns. And also Atwell, I thought he scored on that play. They said he didn't. Whatever. But yeah, I like the Rams plus 1.5. I love Matthew Stafford in this spot. And if you watched the Colts game last week, I mean, you want to talk about just a lucky win. I mean, so many things went right for them to win that game. It was raining in Baltimore. If it's not raining, JT kicks that field goal. We're not even talking about the Colts winning that game, right? So,
yeah, for sure.
I think it's bounce back spot for the Rams here. They look. I like the young core they have, and I mean, we don't even know
the Cooper Kupp coming back.
Yeah,
should be week 5. So after this week, so
they're going to turn
and I'll also note AR still concussion protocol. Who's playing quarterback? Unknown again.
Gardner Minshew.
Anyways, yeah, I like the Rams plus 1.5 in this bounce back spot with Matthew Stafford.
I like it. I like it. Also, just to kind of reiterate every show, these lines that we have are current lines, and then the lines that we have for our weekly bets or locks are going to be what lines we got them at earlier in that week. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, next game. We got Washington versus Philadelphia with an Washington plus 8 with an over-under of 43.5. I'll give my 2 cents on this one. Honestly, I would probably lean Philly if anywhere here. We saw how the Commanders and their offensive line handled a pass rush last week. Allowed a lot of sacks. Sam Howell was getting
He's been sacked 19 times.
That's insane.
Think about that. So we are 3 weeks into the season, and he's been sacked 19 times.
And you're about to go play the Eagles, minus 8. I'm never going to really take a minus 8 or a minus 10, unless you're playing the Bears maybe. But, yeah, I'm going to stay away from this one. But if I was anywhere, I'd probably think Eagles just because that offensive line for the Commanders is awful. But what you got on this one, Rich?
I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole. I mean, the Eagles are going to win because of a quarterback sneak, I'm sure, but I don't know. By 8, maybe.
Yeah, let's not disrespect the quarterback sneak. I'm all about that.
So good.
But
I mean, it's Jason good. Kelce. I'm not against it, but
Jason Kelce, best center of all time. Best center of all time.
I mean, that's the Kelce Swift duo I like right there. Anyways, we'll get into. I mean. You know how hard it was for me to not take the Commanders plus 8 right here. You know I love nasty numbers. This one right here was right there for me, but there's just other games I like better. So I wanted to take the Commanders, or I'm sorry, the Redskins, whatever you want to call them.
Easy.
Yeah, they're the Redskins in my eyes, but yeah, nothing for me on this one. So let's go to the next.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so the next game we got here is going to be Denver at Chicago.
This one is juicy, baby. This one is juicy.
Pick Denver.
Chicago plus 3.5, over under of 46. Fuck the Broncos. Fuck the Bears. I've lost money on both these teams. Took Bears week 1. They're dog shit. Took Broncos plus 7. They got beat by 50. They're dog shit. Yeah, fuck this game, honestly. I'm pissed. Let's get over this one.
Yeah, Christian, I think your quote in week 1 was if Chicago lost that first game to the Packers, it would be a bad week.
Here's a quote for you week 1.
Chicago fans.
Justin Fields is going to be in the MVP race. Bad beat.
Yeah. So we're staying away from the Bears with everything we got. I think that's the worst organization in the NFL, which is saying something because you got the Browns. And then the Broncos.
You also have the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos aren't far behind that. And the only thing I think holding them together at this point, it's maybe Sean Payton.
Maybe.
But I think that locker room is gone.
Yeah, dude.
So this game is really bad. This is 0-3 versus 0-3. But I will note this. Teams that are 0-3 with a win total above 8, so I think the Broncos' win total was 8.5, are 10-0-1 against the spread since 2015. So that would be the Broncos in this situation.
It's a nice little stat.
So it's a great stat. But so for that reason only, I'm leading the Broncos, but I'm not betting it because fuck the Broncos, right? So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And I will note that stat also applies to the Vikings this week. Yeah. That because they're 0-3, they had a win total of 8.5. Both of the teams did, and since 2015, 10-0-1 against the spread, 9-2 overall. So if I would lean, but we'll get to the Vikings later. But anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, I'm not taking any of these fucking teams. So let's go to the next
one. All right, we got Tampa Bay at New Orleans with an over/under of 40.5, and we got New Orleans -3. Only thing I really see in this one is a lot of unknowns at quarterback for New Orleans. A lot of questions. We don't know if Jameis is playing. We don't know if Carr's good. Do we know if Carr's going to play?
It's game time. Apparently, they can shoot something in his arm to make it feel better, but it's I don't know. Well,
I mean, if Derek Carr even if Derek Carr was playing, I still don't like -3. Baker's been playing pretty good. They played like shit last week, but he's looked pretty good all season. Stay away from this one. It's just pick 'em.
What you got, Rich?
I'm the same way. I don't bet AFC North divisional games and then NFC South divisional games. They're just so ugly, and I just don't want to bet them.
Yeah, so for me, the Derek Carr question mark is really killing me on this one because I really wanted to take Saints -3. The Bucs allowed 200 yards rushing last week. Since 2018, they're 0-10-2 against the spread when allowing 150 or more. So the next game, which maybe you want to take Saints, but now we don't know about Derek Carr, so it's kind of like it made me pass it, right? So maybe if we get a game time decision with Carr, I'll throw it on the Twitter. But as of right now, that's a no-go. But if he plays, I like it.
Absolutely. All right, let's get on to this next one. I know we got a pick in this next game, so let's get to it. We got Baltimore at Cleveland. We got Cleveland -3. We got an over/under of 40.5. My 2 cents about this one is I would love to take Baltimore in this spot. Only reason I'm not going to take Baltimore in this spot is because of a man named Myles Garrett. Watched him last week just absolutely obliterate the Titans as I had money on them. He single-handedly threw 2 grown men to the side and tackled the running back or the quarterback every fucking play. I mean, it was I felt disgusted. It was just, but I don't have anything on this one. I'm not touching this one.
Yeah, I agree. More ugly football. The Cleveland has like the best defense far and away, I think, in the NFL right now. Like all statistics are like running, passing, they're all number one. And Baltimore, I don't know what to think about Baltimore this year. So I'm staying away. No, again, AFC North game. Don't bet that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with your Myles Garrett idea, I'm like, okay, who's the quarterback for the Titans? And it's like, oh, it's Ryan Tannehill, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Now, who's the quarterback for the Ravens?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, it's 4-3 Lamar Jackson. So doesn't really worry me that much. I'm going to take the Ravens +2.5. Here's the reason why. In their last 23 games as an underdog, 19-3-1 against the spread. They're +2.5 this week. I'm all over that. And I'll also note, with Watson as the starter for the Browns, Cleveland is 0-4 after a win. They're going 0-5 this weekend. Give me the Ravens +2.5. Give me Lamar Jackson. They're going to figure it out on offense this week.
Has this line moved?
I like that.
I think this line has moved.
I'm going to check it right now, but it was. Yeah, it's at 3 now. So I guess I got the bad number, but I'm still taking the Ravens.
I like it. I like it. I don't know.
I guess I'm going to go. I'll go through. No, it's 3. It was 2.5 this morning, so now it's 3. So I'm going to go get that 3 and put some more money on the 3.
I like it. I mean, you got to, and that's a good number. I mean, I could see that easily being a push at 3. But all right, sweet. Yeah, let's see. We got the next one, which is Minnesota at Carolina. I got a pick in this game, so I'll let you guys take it away. What you got on this one, Rich?
Yeah, no. I mean, if I had to pick this game, I'm definitely going Minnesota and taking the points. I think Carolina might be the worst team in the NFL by far, and I don't think their defense is going to continue to hold the way they have in the first couple weeks, especially against this Minnesota offense. I think Kirk Cousins, I saw a crazy stat, he was like projected for 6,000 yards passing or some crazy shit
He's
like
leading
that.
The league.
Yeah, Dude, Kirk Cousins is good. Let's not like.
We're talking about trading him.
What time is this game at?
I hear Pat McAfee talking about they're going to trade him to the Jets.
Well, that would be kind of cool for the Jets.
If I'm the Jets, I'm doing that.
Yeah, exactly. But I agree with you, Rich. I don't really like taking public bets like this that are like way public's all on them, and I just don't see a way where Carolina wins this game. The Vikings have lost 3 games by 1 score this year. That something's gonna they got to win sometime, right? They're playing way too good on offense not to win. So I'm not touching it because it's at 3.5. If it was at 3, I'd probably put some money on it. But at 3.5, I'm gonna stay away. But again, I lean the Vikings.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys why this was close to being my lock of the week. I got this earlier in the week.
You got it at 3?
No, I got it at 3.5. I bought the half point.
Okay.
So I'm gonna preach on here about buying the half point. If it's at -3.5, spend the extra $12 or fucking $7 to buy the half point. It's worth it. -3.5 is not a good number. -3 is, and I knew this line was gonna move. It's at +4 now, and -4 for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins is possibly the best quarterback in the league this year on an 0-3 Vikings. They've lost all 1-score games. So when I saw the -3 that I could buy down to, I mean, I either push or I win this, and I don't see any way that Carolina wins this game. Honestly, I think the Vikings. I think this is a blowout. I think Bryce Young's is still a game time decision, so we don't know if he's back. So does that mean is that Red Rocket? That's Red Rocket playing, ain't it?
Yeah, it's Red Rocket, baby.
Yeah, give me fucking Vikings -3, bro. Like, this is fucking easy money, dude. Vikings -3. That would have been my other lock of the week if I didn't have Calvin Ridley playing the Falcons, and he's about to absolutely just bring us over and fuck us. All right, so we got Pitt at Houston. We got Houston +3 with an over/under of 42.5. I don't have anything on this one. If I was to lean anywhere, definitely be Pittsburgh -3. You got Pittsburgh's pass rush against a rookie quarterback. Everyone's hyped up on the Texans. Like, the fact that the Texans are at +3 playing the Steelers is crazy. It is a home game, and they are underdogs, which sucks. I don't like that. But Pittsburgh's got to get it together. I think they're the real deal. I think they can really have a good season this year, and this is where I think last week they got right. Last week they looked like the Steelers that we were supposed to see this year. So if I was leaning anywhere, it'd be Pittsburgh -3 for sure.
Yeah, no, I completely disagree with you.
I knew this was coming.
Yeah, I would lean so the Texans were actually a play for me, and then I changed it because I liked something a lot better. But I'm definitely leaning the Texans here. The Steelers have no business being a favorite on the road at all, especially a 3-point favorite. So yeah, I would lean Texans plus the points here, +3. And like I said, it was literally I text Christian earlier.
Troy, what happened last week?
Give me last week.
Bet
Texans
against the Steelers. We bet against
Texans.
The Steelers.
Texans won outright +10 against the Jags against your lock of the week.
The Texans did, but what happened to the Raiders? Your Raiders pick.
Listen, bro. This is what I lean Texans here for those reasons. Steelers have no business being a favorite on the road. I really like what I see from CJ. So, yeah, I'm going to lean that way. What you got, Rich?
All right. So if I could have a big lock of the week on mine, like pop up when I say this, the Pittsburgh -3 is easily the easiest pick of the week. I mean, CJ Stroud is a rookie quarterback going into JJ Watt and company. They have 13 sacks on the season to even start. They're number 5 in interceptions, number 3 in forced fumbles and fumble recoveries. And then, their defense or their offense is a little pedestrian, but I think that's because they haven't found themselves yet, this is a prime opportunity to do it against Houston of all teams. So I think, CJ Stroud's going to have himself a couple picks, maybe a fumble. TJ Watt's going to have himself a day. And then, the offense, if they figure themselves out, they'll have the ball in plus territory 95% of the time. So I just don't see how the Texans cover this.
Hey, Christian, go ahead and screen record that for me next week.
Troy,
that's going to be the headliner.
We're going to see.
Come on.
But here we go. I mean, we'll see.
I'm telling you right now.
I like Pittsburgh. That might be a game time play for me, but probably not. The home part is what really fucks me. If this was -3 in Pittsburgh, I'm all over Pittsburgh. But +3 and they're at home. That's tough. But let's get to this next one. I know Troy's super excited about this next game. This team fucked him last week. It fucked us last week. It really fucked him, but it fucked me too.
I want to say yeah. Say go ahead and say us because you picked them too.
I honestly forget. It hurts. But let's see here. We got Buffalo -3 over under 54.5. Miami put up 70 last week. But I don't really. Bills have been playing really good. Miami Dolphins are the best team in the NFL right now. This is so tough, man. It's just Josh Allen versus Tua. It's just like trying to bet on a Kansas City Chiefs Bills game. It's like, who fucking knows? But I'm gonna stay away from this one. Dolphins fucked me last week. If I was to lean anywhere, it'd probably be Miami, just because Tua was 20 for 20 last week in like the first quarter, which is just he's on a different level right now. I think he wins MVP. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one.
Troy, you want to go first? All right.
Yeah, you go right.
So, I got Miami +3 in this one. I'm playing it because I think Miami is the best team in the league, and it's maybe close with Kansas City, but other than that, I don't see anybody even competing with them. They're obviously the best offense in the league, number 1 in rush, number 1 in passing. Yes, that was inflated last week by the Broncos fucking giving up. I don't know what they did.
They stopped trying. It was like no one was tackling. I was like, I'm not getting hurt.
It was inflated. It was inflated, but I will say, McDaniels, they protect Tua. I mean, Tua has been sacked 1 time this year, and Bills are number 2 in sacks, so it'll come down to who gives. Is it the defensive line or offensive line? And then something that the Bills need to improve at before the game somehow. They average 6.2 yards a carry. Do you know what's happening if you give A-Chain or Mostert 6.2 yards before somebody hits them?
Wait. They're allowing 6.2 yards to carry, the Bills?
Yes, most in the league.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not even close. So
right
Mostert and A-Chain will be gone if you give them 6.2 yards to carry.
Who have they played this year? Who are their first 3 games?
Who are you talking about? The Bills?
Bills, yeah.
They played the Raiders. They played I don't think he had I don't think he had a good game against the
Jets.
Yeah, the
Brees
Jets, Raiders. And then who they play last?
Brees Hall went off on him.
Brees Hall went crazy on him. And Commanders.
Commanders, yeah. Well, they only
Brian
give up 3
Robinson.
points to the Commanders.
Brian Robinson's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
Brian Robinson was averaging 7 yards a carry.
Well, I'll go ahead and note as well, like that stat. It's a great stat to pull up, but like I think they gave up 3 points last week. They gave up 10 points a week before, and they gave up what was it like around? I can't remember the Jets score, but it went to overtime and they had the punt return. I don't remember. It was like 20 points. So,
yeah. But I will say none of those offenses are even close to Miami's offense.
You're right. So I'm a complete opposite here. This is going to be my lock of the week. Give me the Bills -2.5. I'm fading the Dolphins again. And
somebody's going to have a big week this week, boys.
Listen, everybody and their mom plus Rich is on the Dolphins. You don't bet against the Bills when they're under a field goal favorite at home. Give me Bills Mafia. Give me Josh Allen. Give me all of it. Give me all the smoke. They're fucking winning this game. 2.5 at home. Fucking lock it in.
I like it.
All right, we're screen recording that one.
I'm so excited for this week. I don't know why.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good week.
This is a comeback week. This is lifeline there, boys. All right, Tennessee +2.5 over under of 40.5. They're going to Cincinnati. Oh Lord, I don't have anything on this one. Titans may be the worst team in football after I watched that performance last week. Bengals have just looked flat as shit. If anything, I would look for like a T. Higgins a little prop here maybe. Maybe do like T. Higgins over receptions. I don't love him for yards. He's a big receptions guy, I feel like. So I maybe look like T. Higgins over receptions. So that's the only way I could look on this one. What you got on this one, Rich?
Yeah, this was almost one of my picks because I mean, it's Bengals are at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No,
I mean,
I think.
No, it's at home.
I think. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's at home.
yeah.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Cincinnati
No,
at Tennessee.
no. Okay, I was gonna say it's
graphic.
Usually the logo on the bottom. Usually the
Yeah.
logo on the bottom is a home team, so that's my bad.
Yeah, that was confusing me right there.
Yeah,
that's what
Cincinnati
I was
at
thinking.
Tennessee.
But I mean,
go ahead and shake that one off.
Yeah. Either way, I was gonna look at Cincy because Joey B can't be losing 2 in a row, especially when they're Super Bowl contenders. But at the end of the day, I just kind of wanted to stay away from this. Both of these teams are kind of ugly and flat at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for me, I'm staying away from this game because the Bengals are my Super Bowl pick, as you can see in the futures, 1 and 2. So I'm kind of rooting for them to win this game. But this is like a spot where you take the Titans back at home after an embarrassing loss. This is like a prime Mike Vrabel spot right here where you take the Titans plus the 2.5. But for the reason I just noted, where the Bengals, I need them to win for my futures pick. I can't do it. So I'm going to pass on this one, boys.
Yeah.
I like it. Alrighty, next one. I know Troy's got a pick in this next one, so I'll go ahead and get my 2 cents on it. We got Vegas at the Chargers. Chargers minus 5.5, over under of 48.5. This is a tough one. Honestly, if I was to look anyway, I'd probably look at the Raiders. The only thing is they're going on a road game here.
I mean, that's not really a road game.
Yeah,
but
they're driving a bus across the desert.
Well, you know how the LA teams are.
That's true. That's true.
So.
LA teams, they're fucking everywhere. Like that's hardly a home game. I guess you're right about that. But I mean, still going to their stadium, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything on this one. Only thing I could look at is Mike Williams is out, maybe a Keenan Allen prop. He had 18 catches last week.
Yeah, and a touchdown pass.
And I think his line right now is at like 6.5 or something like that.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, the fuck, it's not.
I'm pretty sure, dude. Dude, a receiver never goes over like 7 or 8.
He does.
Yeah,
check it.
Especially.
I haven't checked it, but I would assume it's 6.5 or 7.5. It usually never goes over 6.5 or 7.
If it is that might be a play on Twitter. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This might be a Twitter play, but yeah, maybe like a Keenan Allen prop here. He had 18 catches last week. I mean, holy fucking shit. But yeah, I don't have anything on this one. What you got on this one, Rich?
Yeah, I'm staying away. These teams play too close of games. I don't think the Chargers pull away. I would have to lean Raiders, but you got 2 of the worst head coaches squaring off here, Josh McDaniels and Staley. What the hell are we doing last week, kicking a field goal? When you gotta score a touchdown regardless.
The funny thing, the funny thing was his quote. Y'all hear his quote? He said, "We got to score twice anyway, buddy. You're down 8."
I was screaming it because I had Raiders minus 2.5. If we get a tie game there, we have a chance to cover that spread, right? Because we go to overtime. There was a chance for me, and Buddy kicks a field goal, and I'm like, well, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Even if they scored the next drive, I'm still gonna lose. So
it was bittersweet for me because I'm like, well, shit, Steelers, go Steelers, but the show pick, I'm wanting the show pick to hit, and I saw that, and I was like, what? And then I hear the quote after the game, and I'm like, buddy, you were down 8.
Yeah,
2-point conversion. You tied the game. You're on the 12. On the 12.
Yeah, if you were on the 40, I get it maybe. But on the 12, you got to go score that touchdown.
But bro, you're playing the Steelers. You're telling me you're gonna kick the field goal and then you're gonna get the ball back and drive back down the field? No.
It was a bad decision. But I'll go with my pick here. My first over/under pick of the season here. But I got the Chargers, Raiders over 40. It's 47.5. Cole messed up that, but it's 47.5.
It changed, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. I got it this morning at 47.5. If you don't believe me, I know it's 48.5 now. You can go on the Action Network, the free app. It'll show you the line movement when it opened. It opened at 47.5. It's now at 48.5. I got it at 47.5. Anyways, listen, the Chargers play close games every week, which in return, that means overs usually hit with them. It's just a proven thing. I think since 2020, when they have a spread of 4 more points, They are 10-0-1 with the over. So, again, we're here in a spot, 5.5. Give me the over. I got it at 47.5. It's now moved to 48.5. Just another indicator that we're in the right spot here. So, I like it a lot, boys.
Right. Love it.
I like that pick a lot, too. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so next game we got is Arizona at San Francisco. San Francisco minus 14 points. Over under 44. I don't have much on this one. If I was to look anywhere, probably be Cardinals plus 14, but they just had a big win against the Cowboys. So I can't see them coming back and, staying in this game. I think this could be a blowout. It's also at San Francisco, so actually I'd take that back. If I could lean anywhere, it'd probably be San Francisco minus 14. But I'm not touching this one. What you got, Rich?
Not touching it.
Yeah.
But interesting, we could be talking about a completely different line if Kyler Murray were playing for the Cardinals. They could be going into this game 3-0 potentially.
Well, listen, I like the Cardinals team. They play hard every week. I like their new head coach.
I don't.
But the 49ers are, I think, the best team in football. And the Cardinals are coming off that big win against the Cowboys. It ain't happening again. 14's a lot of points in the NFL, but that's why I'm staying away from it. But I can't touch it. Just too many unknowns here. So let's just go ahead.
You like Arizona? You like Gannon?
I like their coach. Yeah,
fireworks guy.
Dude, he's got that. He's got that team playing hard.
That dude's a fucking goofball, dude. That guy's a fucking loser. I'm sorry.
That guy's
a fucking virgin, dude. I don't care what you say.
Overachieving this year. They're playing hard. Like every week, they're in the fucking
team's
game.
Playing great. Him as a person fucking sucks. Sucks.
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about him as a coach right now. 3-0 against the spread.
Okay, let's say I like him as a coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Smart, I like as a person. And
dude, but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about as a coach.
Anyway, Gannon's corny. Next game, New England, Dallas. Got Dallas minus 6.5 with the over under of 43. Dallas coming off a rough loss against Arizona. Honestly, this line was at +7. I really wanted to take it at +7. The way of New England, you just never give Belichick 7 points, but. Yeah, big comeback spot for Cowboys. Had a big loss last week. They're also at home. If this was in Gillette, I'd be all over it. But at home, just had a tough loss. I'm going to stay away.
Yeah, no. I don't know why this line's like this.
Come on, Patriots fan.
Rich, you can't bet this because you're a Patriots fan. So.
I don't want to bet it. I've bet on the Patriots.
I bet Jags.
3 weeks, and they've broken my heart every time. So, I don't know. The Patriots look average, but that defense is really good. And then I don't know with the Cowboys because they blow 2 teams out and then they lose to the Cardinals. Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm staying away.
Christian, I'm with you, man. I would lean Patriots here with Bill Belichick with that amount of points, you always kind of want to lean in that favor, but just because of the Cowboys last week, the revenge spot here, like getting their ass beat by the worst team in football, apparently. So it's just one of those games I got to stay away from.
Absolutely. All right, we got Kansas City at MetLife. Texted Troy about this one earlier today. So, little insider fact here, boys. I was watching the New Heights podcast, as I do every. What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Today's not Tuesday. Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, yeah. God damn. Getting old. Anyway, Wednesday. Every Wednesday I'll pop on the New Heights in the truck at work. And their intern who does their Prize Picks sponsorship said that he got some inside news, so he's taking Travis Kelce over touchdowns. I think Swift might be showing up to MetLife.
Oh, don't start this. Oh, no.
Oh, well, if she's in the building, I think
you heard it here first. I think Swift shows up.
What's his over-under on touchdowns? What's his over-under on touchdowns?
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a half.
It's going to be a half.
If it's a half, then for sure.
No,
if it's 1.5 because Swift's there, then
it'll be a half. It's going to be a half. But what we take is 1.5. We take the 1.5 against the Jets. They're going to have the ball a lot. Look for that on Twitter. We're going to put some juice on it. It's going to be juicy. We're going to see, though. We're going to see how it plays out. I need some more insider.
And this is also Mahomes and Kelsey's first time at MetLife in the city here. So
in New York, big lights.
Yeah, and that's probably why T Swizzle's going as well. Mm-hmm. So
basketball, football, every good player plays good in New York. That's every sport.
Yep. Hey, and for all those reasons, that's why we're taking the Jets plus 10. No. Yeah, if I were to bet this, I would actually take the Jets in this spot. Everybody in the world's going to be on the Chiefs. They're at Jets at home. I don't know, but I'm not taking it because I don't know about Zach Wilson. But if I were to take it,
I wouldn't touch it either. I wouldn't touch the line. Only thing I would look at would Travis Kelce. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Take him over in every prop he's got.
Every prop he's fucking got. Take it over. If Swifty is there, it's gonna be crazy. Rich, you got?
It's gonna be a home game for Travis Kelce. No, if I had to play this, it was that Chiefs -2 to open and then just shot. I don't know who the hell's betting on this, but it just shot.
Minus what would you say?
It was at -2, I think, to open.
No,
Action Network.
Maybe let
me look at Action Network real quick.
No, that's talking about when you could bet it when Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback.
When Rodgers was going to play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, that was yes.
Still, I think I would think about taking the -9 just because the Chiefs defense has been outstanding this year and nobody's stopping Mahomes and Kelsey today. So I'd think about it, but I just think it's a lot of points.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna stay away.
Yeah, let's hit the Monday night game.
Yep, Monday night game. So this is our last game. Seattle back at MetLife. So what? We got a Sunday night game at MetLife and then a Monday night game at MetLife. That's crazy.
Yeah, this game. This game is. I don't even know where to even.
I have the same way. What is this shit on Monday night?
It's like, this is a terrible Monday night game here. But I guess I would lean kind of on the Seattle here. Giants have just looked really, really bad all year. At least Seattle's looked reasonably good at some parts of their season. But yeah, you got to stay away from it. If you bet this game, you're a sicko.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on this one. I don't think this over under is right, but I know Seattle's -1.5. That's on me, boys. I don't have the over under there. But yeah, I'm staying away from this one. I didn't even give enough fucks to even change the over under, I guess. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into
Rich's recap.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go into Rich's recap here.
All of Troy's favorite picks.
So as we do every week, I'm going to pull up Rich's 3 picks. He's going to go through them real quick, just kind of tell him why he likes all of them, and then we're going to hopefully cash, guys. Last week wasn't bad. It wasn't good.
Man, we only lost 1.17 units again.
We lost $50, but we're here to make money. We're not here to break even. We're not here to lose money. We're here to make money. Okay? So, Rich, go through your picks, brother. Let us know your little 2 cents on them and send us out. All right.
So, quick summary of my picks. We got the Lions -1.5. I don't think the Packers are going to be able to touch Jared Goff. Therefore, he's going to get pretty hot, and he's going to have the ability to throw all over that defense. Jordan Love's still not proven, so, until he proves himself, like Christian said earlier, we're going to keep taking him. Mm-hmm. Then we got the Steelers -3. I think C.J. Stroud's a rookie quarterback coming off of a great week. And, there's going to be some regression. Plus, he's playing one of the best pass rushes and defenses in the league that force a lot of turnovers. I think the Steelers offense are going to have that in plus territory a majority of the time, so they're going to score a lot. And then we got Miami +3. I'm not betting against this team. I think they're the best team in football, and so far Tua has not been able to get sacked. And then the 6.2 yards a carry for the Bills is abysmal so far in the season, even with how little points they've allowed. They're not going to not allow points against Miami.
Love it. Awesome, guys. Well, that has been week 4 of TNC Sports Betting Podcast. Couple things. Check down below for the Twitter. Also, hit a follow button on the Twitter. There's going to be a really good picks on there. I always put my player props on there. I'm a big player prop guy. yeah, and that's about it for me. What you got, Troy?
Yeah, let's make sure you subscribe to the channel. I haven't even told Christian this yet, but look for a giveaway coming midweek, or I'm sorry, mid-season. I haven't even told him what it is, but it's going to be pretty juicy. It's going to be pretty juicy. So make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to, you got to obviously be a subscriber to win this thing, but it's going to be pretty good. It's not going to be
an iPhone 15.
It's not going to be that, but it's going to be an experience. So. We'll release that in a couple weeks here, but we're going to do it after week 8. So look for it week 9, midpoint of the season. And I'm going to tell Christian what it is after this because he doesn't even know. But anyways, like you said,
hanging out with Troy.
One day with Troy Fortune, and you pay for the golf round and beer.
Listen, that's a good thing for you. Anyways, we'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Take it easy.